Hey everybody! Yes, the big whiteboard is back. No need for this thing. Hopefully I didn't break that. Anyways, today we are going to be talking about investing in social media. So this is a big topic. I actually heard this idea from Gary Vee. He only touched on it for a few seconds, and I was like, wait, this is like a great video topic that I need to talk about. So it's an idea for a lot of people out there, especially if you want to build your own business, you want to make some money on social media, passive income, all that stuff, really important. So first we're going to talk about what did Gary Vee mean by social media is a good investment. So he talked about, he gave a good example. Social media right now is where TV was in like the 1950s. So people, remember, or most of you probably don't remember because most of you are, 20, 30 years old. Is that, radio was the thing, all right? Radio was the thing up until like 1955, 1960-ish. And like when the TV came out, there was actually a few inventors of the TV. Did you guys know that? There was a bunch of co-inventors that made like 5 variations of the same TV at the same time at different places in the world. That's another story. Anyways, so the TV started going to consumers in, 30s, 40s, got popular 50s. But what happened was, TV kind of took over radio. So TV took over radio, even though there's a bunch of grandparents out there being like, oh, radio's never going to die. Radio is the most important thing. No one wants to sit in front of a TV and watch. People just want to sit in a room and imagine. People want to imagine the picture, right? People want to imagine the baseball game. No, you want to see the fucking baseball game, right? You don't want to just listen to it all the time. So what Gary Vee was saying was that he actually made some good analogies here. Social media is where TV was in 1955. It's at the point where consumers are using it all the time, or starting to use it all the time. It's probably where TV was in the 60s, to be honest. I mean, it's getting to that point where it's overtaking television right now, right? So one kind of analogy that he used was that, okay, so let's just say that this is true. If social media is where TV was 50, 60, 70 years ago, how do you make money from that? Well, there's lots of ways you can make money from that. So who made money when TV started going to consumers? Okay, so obviously you have like the TV manufacturers. So obviously, I don't know who was manufacturing TVs back then, but some American companies, I don't even know. Japanese, Sony, I don't even know the Asian companies. I don't know. But, they're like the Facebook. Actually, no, they wouldn't be the Facebook, the Instagram, the whatever. So I'm going to give you an example here. So social media, I think that what Gary Vee used as an analogy is like stuff like Facebook. I guess, what the TV manufacturers would be like the computer manufacturers, right? So they'd be like Apple, Microsoft, or not Microsoft. Oh my God. Anyways, we're going to just continue here. Facebook was like a TV network. So it'd be like, I don't even know what you guys had. CBS? I don't even know. PBS? Instagram was Instagram, was ABC. I don't know. What are some of the other big networks in the United States? So, Twitter was whatever. CNN, I don't even fucking know. ESPN, sure. Okay? So you have all these social media platforms. There's a bunch more, right? And they're like their own television networks. They're giant companies. The people who built those networks, those companies, worth billions of dollars, okay? So you're not going to be one of those people, unfortunately. You didn't build the network. So unless you create a cool app, give me credit. I'm kidding. So you're not going to be one of those people that makes money from the actual network or from the TV network itself. So we're going to go one more level down. So inside each of these networks, you have stuff like, let me just erase some of this here. Inside each of these television networks, you have, what do you have? you have TV shows. That's right. So inside each of those networks, you have TV shows. So in the 1950s, know who made a lot of money? The Honeymooners, the producers of the Honeymooners. They made tons of money. Okay, so having your own TV show equates to like having a YouTube channel right now, or an Instagram account, or whatever, right? Now, if you're an actor on that TV show, you're like an Instagram model or something like that, or you own a YouTube channel where it's only yourself, right? So by having your own YouTube channel or your own Instagram account or your own Twitter account or your own Facebook account, whatever, it's like you have your own TV show in a way from the 1950s. And if you're getting into this now, it's like all of those massive television stars that got into TV in the 50s. We're talking Johnny Carson. Everyone knows Johnny Carson, right? Like Walter Cronkite was a news guy who everyone knew. He called the moon landing. Obviously, Jackie Gleason, I mentioned him. I Love Lucy, I forget her name, Lucille Ball. So all those people, you guys know their names, right? Because they were one of the founders of television and the television shows. So by getting in on social media, you're like founding a way for long-term income and investment, even if you don't see it right now. I mean, when people launched TV shows back in the day, there was no commercials when they started, right? The very beginning, there wasn't any commercials. There was just dead air. I don't know if you guys knew that. So luckily, monetization for social media came around. YouTube did it first, I think, right, in 2010. I want to say 2010, 2011. So we're still in the early games here. We're entering like the 1960s of social media right now. So that is definitely something to think about. So I'll just give you an example here. So social media, everyone knows there's lots of ways to make money on social media, right? But the main one that people like doing is sponsorships. So if you build up a following like a TV show, you get sponsorships. And what are those like? Those are commercials, right? Or you can get YouTube ad revenue money, which are commercials. I'm just trying to equate like how social media now is like TV in the 1950s, 1960s. So if you get a sponsored post on Instagram, commercial, right? You get a sponsored whatever tweet, or you get I don't even know. Actually, no, I think that Twitter now has some sort of ad revenue, right? But you can get some sort of ad revenue if you let someone post on your account or something. I don't even know if they do that. Maybe ignore what I said. But sponsorships are like commercials. I mean, you can still do brand deals. So I'm trying to think of one. I think that came around television in the 70s, right? When TV shows like Dukes of Hazzard or whatever would hold up a Coke or something like that. So you got brand deals. And so an example would be like if you're an Instagram model, a sponsorship would be like if you just let someone post on your account kind of thing, like a 30-second video, and then you delete it in like a day. A brand deal would be like, oh, hey, try out this protein powder, which I use because I'm an Instagram model, right? Anyway, so brand deals, that's the same, right? So that's the same. But the thing is that the more lucrative ways to kind of make money through social media is creating like some sort of way for you to sell something, like affiliate marketing, for example. Affiliate marketing, or your own products. So I'll give you an example here. Let's just say, so for example, I don't know, YouTube revenue pays you on average $1 for every 1,000 views. Unless you're me, they give me $10 for every 1,000 views. But on average, you get $1 for every 1,000 views on YouTube. So brand deals, okay, you can probably get $5 to $10 to $20 per 1,000 views, depending on what your engagement's like. Okay. But let's just say you are selling a t-shirt, selling a sweater, selling an affiliate marketing program. I mean, 1,000 views can get you hundreds of dollars sometimes. If people buy a few products, if 1,000 people are looking at your video and you have several products for sale, then yeah, it can be a lot more lucrative for you to, sell products using social media than using sponsorships and all. Because think about what a sponsorship is. What a sponsorship is, it's a way for a company to advertise on your whatever channel, on your Instagram, on your whatever, to get someone to buy their product. So it would make sense that this company thinks they can make enough of a profit to not only pay you to advertise on the channel or your account or whatever, but also to acquire that customer and to make a profit from them. So that they think that, yeah, they can make a profit after paying you and paying for the ad and all that stuff. So what if you were to just make a product yourself? You would think you can make a lot more money than if you just put up a sponsorship, right? Than if you just do a sponsorship. So that's something to think about, how you can make money on social media. So why should you invest in social media in the first place? So there's one big reason, which I think that it is important to at least be online if you're interested in getting wealthy. I mean, at least have some sort of presence. At least do one thing a week online. And I'm not talking about on a personal profile like you would on Facebook. Talking, make a Facebook page, make a YouTube channel, make an Instagram account, make a Twitter account, whatever. I would say that YouTube's probably a good starting point, and then go to Facebook, go to Instagram, Twitter, all that stuff. So why is this? The one answer, growth. I talk about how, you can grow your stock market portfolio 6% per year. And if you do that, you're a great investor. I talk about real estate. You can do 10 to 20% per year. In some areas, you're a great investor. Social media. Easily can grow 100% per year. Easily. I'm telling you this right now. Think about where this channel didn't even exist 1 year ago, this business channel. And how many subscribers I don't even know how many subscribers. Sorry, I don't keep track of that stuff. I think we're at 12,000, 11,000. I don't know. But think about that growth. And this just started with a camera and me talking to a camera. There's no upfront fee. I get ad revenue money, right? And it's a good way to invest. And see, here's the thing is that, so the growth, what I'm talking about, I don't know, for the first few months of this channel, the growth, it was growing at a good rate, but saying it was growing at like 100% per month. But the thing is that was like, I was picking up a few hundred views a video at most. And I would upload, not a few hundred views, tens, not even tens. I'd get like 9 views a video, right? Something like that. Although then I had a spike. It is a whole different story. Then one of the videos went viral for like a month and then it went down again. But anyways, it's a lot easier to grow on social media. So if you are growing on social media and you're selling something, that is like 100 times better than if you invest in stocks and real estate, whatever. So it is something to think about here. Oh, I almost just stepped on the cord here. Investing in social media, it's something to think about. And so in terms of dollar amounts, I mean, I've told you guys dollar amounts if you've watched my other videos. I've made ranging from, I don't know, if I were to guess, from this channel, 15 grand I'll probably make this year. I don't really know, although I'm going to be launching this cool new stuff coming up in the next week or two. So I might get more views than that. But like, it's just something to think about, like 15 to 20 grand and it's growing. So it's something to think about. I mean, total, if you include my science channel, I've made in the last 2-3 years, 30, 40 grand just from YouTube. So think about that for a second. Investing in social media, it's a good thing. And here's what Gary Vee also mentions a lot too, is that a lot of those big companies, Coca-Cola, Pepsi, whatever, they They still advertise on TV. They put in $1 billion into advertising in TV every year. Yet everyone skips through the commercials. So what a lot of brands are doing right now is they're recognizing, look, TV is not giving us as much of an ROI because people have TiVo now and they just skip through the commercials. So they're going to the internet. And what they're doing is they're taking up all of the social media ads, all the social media growth space. So I'll give you an example here. When I started advertising on Facebook, I mean, easily for myself, creating some ads, I could get 1,000. I think it cost me, excuse me, it was 1 cent for every 1,000 impressions. So it was 1 cent for 1,000 people to see my stuff. I think it was 1 cent. Hopefully I'm not off on that, but it was really because people would share my stuff and all that, right? And now, like, it's probably 8 cents for 1,000 with the same audience. Why is that? Because it's getting more competitive. People are realizing that growth on social media can lead to a lot of wealth and income if you're selling stuff. Now, when I started advertising on Facebook, it was actually because I was actually just advertising my YouTube videos, my science YouTube videos. That's all I was doing. And I still kind of advertise my videos occasionally. I think I marketed my online program for like 2 days and I'm just like, fuck it. Like, I don't want to do that. It's not like, it might be worth my time, but I really don't want to market that program right now. Which is why I haven't talked about it in a while. Cause I'm just doing a lot of stuff right now. I have 1 month, I'm going to just relaunch a bunch of stuff and you guys are going to like it a lot. So, but yeah, this jump here is just a good example of how big brands and a lot of people are seeing how you can make a lot of money on social media. People are advertising on it a lot more and it's becoming a lot more costly. So I would say if you want to get into the social media game, if you want to be famous and make money on social media, you start now. I'm telling you, just start right now because it's getting a lot more difficult to be an influencer or whatever you want to call that. And yeah, it's a lot harder to grow now that there's a lot of competition and yeah. So that's all I really got to say about that. So invest in social media, do it now, and it's a good way to grow your business. It's a good way to grow everything. It's a good way to make an income. It's something worth checking out. It's like having your own TV show from 1950s, 1960s. So I got to wrap this video up here. I wanted to talk about this a little bit more, but I have a 1 minute and 30 seconds left on this camera. So I'd like to thank you very much for watching. You're all very beautiful people. See you guys soon.